Can you talk a little bit about ELSO? Is that correct, the way I'm pronouncing it?
Yeah, so that's an acronym. We're developing it with students, and we've had feedback from other people who've helped set up student union groups all over the world, because you need to make sure that people are raising their voice, raising the issues that they care about, and supporting in an appropriate way. And so it's been a long process, 2.5 months. Basically, and there's been different phases. And right now we're really seeing that the students' demands are being front and centre of this. And it's, in society as well, just to make people aware beyond ourselves. Because teachers, community workers, students themselves know these issues. But, Paddy and Mary out in the countryside, who they mightn't understand that, the sacrifices that are made to come here. So it's also explaining about the different roles in society.
And most of the schools didn't know how to help the students with information that even the schools didn't hear from the government about documents, attendances, visas, etc. And now it seems to be a bit more clear. So how else can helping the students to get those things done?
Well, first of all, I'd say the idea is that ELSO is the students, becomes the students start representing. So that's the first thing I'd say. But there has been a path that we've been on together, and there was a lot of confusion at the beginning, principally about how to get PPS numbers, legal status. When you arrive in Ireland, you have to have €3,000 on your person, and you must register, and it's a process. If this gets interrupted because administrators can't go to the office, then that's a slight problem for the people who can't work, but it's a big problem for the people who can't get processed. And people see their life savings going, and landlords pressuring them for money. And I saw one case of one landlord who threatened to kill like 2 students. One student and her boyfriend said, "Well, here we have €500. The rent's supposed to be 750." She said, "Here, I've got 500. Can you accept this? And I'll try and get you more." And the landlord, he must have been deranged, but he started spitting at them and saying like that he wants his money and trying to grab their belongings. And, these sorts of behaviours, and this is just one case, but there are many situations. And that's the troubling thing, is once we could see just how many different situations there were, it was about how can people communicate and facilitate remotely. So that was kind of the big problem. So it's been a really great collective effort so far. Part of our educational system is people who come here to learn English. And as well, after Brexit, Dublin and Ireland will become the main destination for English language learning in the European Union.
Yeah.
And we need to remember things on these dimensions as well, that we cannot allow a few school owners to basically bully students and teachers into accepting the consequences of their lack of regulation, and in economic terms expecting students to take all of the risk and the schools to take all of the reward. And I'm sorry, it's not fair. You can see that. So I think we're going to have to move forward and making sure that this moment in time shines a light on the sorts of changes that need to happen, and that the teachers and the students' perspectives are front and central to that, because that hasn't been the case up until now, and that's been made apparent. But there's been good work, good communication with the departments, with people in elected office, and we've helped communicate, because these people are unrepresented, unless it's the local elections, where anyone can vote in the local elections regardless of your nationality. So you can vote for your councillors, and you can vote for the Lord Mayor of Dublin, and you can vote for the next Lord Mayor of Dublin, because the current one also came out with something pretty nasty and general about students. So I've referred that back to his party leader, but these sorts of lazy comments need to be avoided. And when students organise and can present their side of things, society will see the reality that people are living. These are frontline workers, these are nurses, these are people doing cleaning in a whole array of really important work. And Ireland has to respect their work, their effort, their investment, and their educational ambitions.
Perfect. Thank you very much. For the students who still feeling lost, what do you recommend for them? Like student that doesn't have documents, or still trying to find a way to get things done.
The most important thing I would say, and I have to say, my role as a teacher is to facilitate students finding, realizing their own ambitions and and finding out new things about themselves. I understand that those people who feel particularly stuck or in limbo, the most important thing is to stay in touch with each other, communicate effectively with your colleagues, your friends. Don't take what the school says as the law. You have to realize your collective voice, the issues, and to not give up. It's really important that people realize that your contribution is valid, it's respected, and brings an awful lot to our society and our economy. And people have to look at the human side of this as well. And so we're going to hopefully see that the government and the schools will start to back off from pressurizing students. And I've spoken to a lot of teachers, and the teachers all support the students. And we'll see where this goes.
It's very nice to hear that from you. Thank you very much about everything you have done for the Brazilian community here in Ireland.
I think things will be very interesting, and we're doing really good work together, and that's the most important thing. And I just want to say similarly, I really appreciate everyone who's made the effort to come over here and to become part of our society. It's really exciting, and it makes Ireland more of a home for me when I can see these cultures and the people and the learning that's happening here. It's a really exciting time to be alive, and despite the medical crisis, Ireland has become such a wonderful place in recent years, and a lot of that is down to the people who've come and made it special.
Yeah, I think that's it. Let me know when everything ends, you'll be able to come to Waterford. Let me know to have a pint with me.
Absolutely. We'll take a walk up to Mahon Falls. It's been a while since Waterford.
Nice. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your time and for everything that you've done for the community.
Okay, no problem.
All right. Did you want to say something else?
I think that you're doing a great job, and just thank you for making sure the students' voices are heard. And you're doing a great job as well, and thanks for reaching out. Thank you very much, Kawe. I enjoyed the conversation. I was looking forward to it all day.
Thank you very much, buddy. I see you soon.
Okay. A gente se fala.